Hello everyone, welcome back to Old Iron Farm Toys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to detail up your 1/64th scale shop. Now, first of all, before I do get too carried away, not everybody may have the 3D printed, shop details from like Moore's Farm Toys or Matson's Miniatures or anything like that. But some of the stuff I did make from home, and some of the stuff you can make from home. Now, one thing, this is a good way to detail up your shop walls, is to put like posters or like brands of tractors on there. I put American flag in there, Ford New Holland right there. You can have whatever you want, and then as well as make like a couple oil, like where you're put some black on there, make it look like where oil was leaking, or something like that. So, set it kind of back there and even. So, things you can pick up for fairly reasonable on eBay. These are the Ertl dealership, like wall things that go on the inside. These can work very nice for detailing. You can pick them up for pretty cheap, $4 to $5, really depending on who you buy them from. Things I made from home. Seed rack, made that from home. Just a couple popsicle sticks, a couple pieces of wood. Wheel horses, or not wheel horses, saw horses, you can make those from home. These are just the Ertl ones though. Now another way you can also make some nice detail is to make a shop, like office or type of deal. I use this for my shop office and milk parlor on my dairy barn. But you can put like tractor brands and stuff. I had shelves, put shelves on mine. I put an old calendar in there. Kind of see that there? There's a calendar. So I'm going to set this in the corner of my shop. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit better view, kind of put you guys more on top. Okay, so I'm kind of on top here. Fix this here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place this wall. Why can't you? Okay, there we go. Put this wall piece. I'm going to put this wall piece right here. Then you can also get like a power line wire, hook it up to your power pole. Then you can make these from home too. You just gotta print them out on your computer, put them on a little piece of like box or something. I bought these at a toy show, but got your seed for like go in your seed rack. Then I'm going to place, like some shops may have old like tractors, like a project that they got going on. So you could always place like a tractor in there getting worked on or whatnot, or getting restored or something like that. Now I'm going to place a post hole digger in there, like where they can kind of store it. Put that right there. 3D printed shelves are very nice. These are also not crazy expensive too, anywhere from $2 to $5. Really could go more, depends on how big the shelf is. And then old pieces, like if you have a silage blower spout, you can put these on the shelves. Just adds more detail. Where you can put things. Now, you'd probably put these on the floor or something. But, I mean, just for detail, put it on the shelf. Set it next to the shelf, could do that too. Got a combine spout there for the auger, or that goes into the hopper. Set that on the shelf. These are also pretty cheap. These are just Ertl winches, or anyways, it came in the dealership set. It came with your stand motor, your lift stand. There we go. Couldn't think of the name. Then it came with a cherry picker. Those are pretty cheap as well on eBay. You can find them. You can also get little sets from Hobby Lobby. Little tool sets comes with normally a toolbox and a jack and a cherry picker, and you can pick them up. Those are also really good details. Another thing, if you have the Ertl sawhorses, you can set those I like to set them in a corner. Can't really see there. See that kind of there. See if I can kind of reposition this. But you can set those in a corner, or kind of be more realistic to have them sitting outside there on that gravel pad, which I'm going to do that instead. Another thing that is realistic, you put some pallets in there, 3D printed pallets. I believe I got these from Moore's or Matson's. Matson's Miniature Farm, I should say, and then Moore's Farm Toys, I believe somewhere there. So you can get these little pallets, and I'd like to set them in like a corner or something. Then you could put your seed on them. Should get a pair of pliers that would make, or like a small pair of, like pliers or something like that. Oh, if I can get them in there. Jeez, oh Pete's. We're going to put the A in here. We're going to put that right there, help hold that wall up. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Oh well. No, I personally like smaller shops, unless it's like a big farm, big time operator farm or something. I like smaller-ish shops, so you can pack more detail into smaller space. Another thing, you can add just more pallets laying around, I guess. Put a pallet like right here, there's something on that. Got a box here that came out of a Christmas like decoration set. I'm gonna put that on there like they got a delivery or something. Could be like parts or something. Be weights or something, I guess. But then you can also add put some more cherry picker in there and stuff. Jack can go up here. Seems like a good spot for that. Put a workbench right there too. Now I do have multiple shops, so I have 2 shops on this display. Got a quick attach. I got these from AF Customs on eBay. Go check them out. They're pretty cool little quick attaches. They also make very nice detail in your shops and stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save that. We could actually put this cedar rack. Move this out of the way here. This might be a little bit better. Put this in this corner. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to just quickly fix this here. But somebody actually requested for like a how to detail a farm display video, or just good details. Now, if we're talking like taking it to the national show, competing, that stuff. I know there's a lot of videos, like For the Love of Tractors, I believe, got a video. I've never competed at the national show. I competed at the Lafayette show, and there's a lot of things I could have done, could have improved. But it was also my first time at that show, so I didn't really know what was all going to be there. Now, I don't think I'm going to put the quick attach at this farm because they are running a G, a 730, and 240/20s, so I'm not going to put the quick attach at that farm. Then they also have the A too. I don't know, I might take the A or the G off, I'm not too sure. Get some oil in there, a little oil action. Gallons of, or a couple bins of oil, or not bins, barrels of oil. Couldn't think of the name for a second. And then the shop office is another good spot for detail. So you can get the vise here. Pretty sure that's drill vise. Pretty sure what it's called. Not the vise. Wow, I cannot talk. Drill press. Well, I apologize. There we go. Put that there. Get a little workbench action in there. It's gonna be like the office, I guess. more shop offices, or actual more office looking. I'm actually gonna put the big one in there. And then might put, I don't know what else I'd put in there. I'm just going to throw that in there. And then put it right there. There we go. Okay, now I gotta put this back. Okay. Oh, come on, everything just not cooperating with me today. Okay, I'm gonna pause it here. I got some things that are falling down. Okay, this is kind of what it turned out to be. Definitely not like I've seen way more detailed. I don't have a ton of pieces at the moment. But like you could probably fit that in there. Say they just have it in there for storage or more tires and stuff. On the outside, got a grader piece there, and then the sawhorses with some wood on them. Then if you go in the shop, you got some. Well, this is where got the oil shelf there. Got the shop office. 110 parked there. You could say the 110 needs new tires. Got new tires for it in there, which there wouldn't have been online ordering back then. So probably would have had to contact you probably had told your dealership. Your dealer probably would have ordered it, and then probably would have maybe shipped it to you. I don't know, or you would have picked it up. This is where they would. I think it would make more sense just back your tractor in right there and park it under right there instead of right there. Kind of like store some of their tractors there during the winter time, or they got that shed there, I guess. But yeah, you don't think it looks bad? Let me know. Write it in the comments. So if we go down here, what I did this isn't the most detailed shop because they would have a different shop where this is a different neighbor. They'd have a bigger shop. They're further down the road, but this is one of their sheds. They got a seed reactor with the the quick attach. A couple other things in there. They just have some parts in case like tractor doesn't want to run properly. They gotta fix it or something. But and then a little bit detailed outside there, but I'm not quite done all detailing it up. Still need to. I'd like to get a few other parts. Detailed pieces, but like good detailed pieces like propane tanks, make your own clotheslines, power lines, that really helps, brush, junk equipment. I know like some people might, some people watching this video probably like, well, we don't, junk stuff, we don't really have any junk stuff on our farm. Well, if you're basing it off of your farm, then yeah, go ahead, but like make like a little fence line across over some junk equipment in it. That stuff really helps. I was talking to the judges at Lafayette, and they said junk equipment, not a lot of kids nowadays do that kind of stuff because a lot of bigger farms and stuff, they said they're not trying to be rude to them, but like, add some junk equipment into the fence rows, you don't have to, but just another good detail. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys are going to the Classic Green Reunion coming up, I would recommend saving the date for that. And I'll be at the 2025 Classic Green Reunion, obviously, and the 2025 Half Century Progress Show. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, Darren Farm Toys out.